Obviously, I'm not here for a couple of months and nobody knows. So who's feeling blessed this morning? No, I am. I'm feeling blessed to be here. You know, but I do have to tell you that I feel like a boy from Alabama who woke up in the middle of a University of Tennessee volunteer pep rally. All I can say is roll tide. So we're doing the untethered soul. Maria and I are doing this Zoom class, and we keep coming back to this question. Who am I? Who am I? It's a question that most of us spend our entire life avoiding the question in general, much less having to answer it. And what we find out from the untethered soul, the journey beyond the self, is that who we are in our mind is what this voice is telling us that we are. This voice in our mind tells us what we have, who we are, where we should be, what's going on. And Nikki Singer is asking us to let that voice go. To let it go. Most of us are going to have a problem letting that voice go because we get stuck with the question, if I do that, who am I? That's more scary than anything this voice is telling me. Who am I? Mickey Singer says, I'm heart, not the mind. I'm heart. We're going to get that a little bit deeper this week, and I'm not going to step on Reverend Kimball. We're heart. What does that mean? It means that there's two things in life. There's energy and there's consciousness. Energy and consciousness. That's the only two things that exist. Everything that we see, smell, touch, taste is energy. It's all energy. And it's great because we get to taste it and smell it and see it. It's our consciousness energized. Wonderful. But there's also consciousness, which is simply awareness. No energy. It's just simply awareness. That's what consciousness is. Consciousness doesn't seem quite as exciting as energy. Because we get to live in energy. But as Jesus says, we're in this world. And thankful that we are because we get to enjoy it. We should be enjoying it. Some people go through it suffering. But again, that's the voice. But when we let go of that voice, there's no more suffering. There's an awareness of what? Who am I? So if I'm not this energy, and if I'm not this voice, because this voice is just telling us how we need to be directing the energy out there. And in new thought, we always know that we turn away from the outside to the inside, to the silence, to what Myrtle Fillmore turned to. And how do we go from energy, the outside, how do we do it overnight? How did we do it quickly? Myrtle Fillmore walked into a tent one night as this tuberculosis-ridden woman, sickly, who had problems with her kids, who had no money. Telling this story of herself, and she walked out an hour and a half later as the child of God. Her who am I changed in an hour and a half. is also her ability to go silent with it, which is what Mickey wants us to do. We're not hearing this voice anymore telling everybody, I got to do me. I know who I am. No, we're doing it in silence. In the silence. In the consciousness. In this awareness. Because the universal power that is making everything in our life happening is asking one question from us. Who are you? Because whatever awareness that we're holding of ourselves as someone who has it or doesn't have it, as someone who is well or as someone who is sick, as someone who is loved or someone who is ignored, that awareness that we have about ourselves, that we're holding about ourselves, the universe is giving us all of that, is energizing all of that. As Ernest Holmes in Science of Mind says, there's a power greater than we are. We can't energize anything. We can be aware, and then the universal power brings it to us for us to taste, for us to smell, for us to see, for us to enjoy. But that's the power greater than we are. Our power is to be in our heart, to be in our awareness, to be this one that tells the mind who we are. Doesn't listen to the voice telling us who we are, but we're the one who just simply with our awareness, not fighting the voice, just simply, this is who I am. I woke up one night, almost 2 months ago, in the middle of the night. Had a tube down my throat, couldn't talk to my wife. 6 days into 15 days in the hospital. I don't know what happened, but I had this awareness, I can do this. I have this awareness that I'm a guy that stands up here, talks to everybody about I'm wellness. I'm not done telling you guys. Maybe for the first time in my life, there was no voice. Total silence. Just an awareness. I can do this. And not everybody around me thought I could. But I knew I was in oneness with God. I dared that one. There was no distractions. There was nothing. I can do this. And when we have that awareness in life, the universe, the universal power, God, infinite spirit, is going to respond to us because it's His good pleasure to give us the kingdom as we believe.